fucking Nationals won.
Hell yeah.
That was exciting.
I just wanted to see them win just because they're so new. And
I mean, shit, even back when they were the Expos, they weren't shit.
right.
Hey, everybody. From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls,
their
here's
first
a look inside
World
the
Series in franchise history. It's
in
the
New
first
Orleans.
championship series in any sport where the away team won every single game.
Yeah, I know. That was crazy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How lucky were you?
Yeah, very damn lucky.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Harris to return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. The 40, the 30,
he fucking
10,
hits Thomas and holds him up.
For 6, touchdown.
And then intercepts it.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do?
You know what would have been awesome?
I like it.
Extra point
if when he did that little sumo stance or whatever, and he jumps up and slicks the ball, if it bounced up and hit him in the dick.
Not only getting the interception,
right?
Turning it to the end zone for the
I
pick 6.
cried laughing.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession. Because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. And Thomas has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Oh, my God.
There, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh, boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Stop.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Caught by Nelson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you have 2 drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Ready? 95-56.
On 1st down, Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football. But he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their
God
routes,
damn, I say.
and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. We got 4. 5-1. 24 is the mark. Tonight.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Breeze now to throw.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On 2nd and goal. Breeze.
What the fuck ever?
It's a foot race.
I take it this isn't good.
He's at the 50.
Oh,
30,
wow.
20,
It didn't
10,
indeed.
and the Raiders are in for 6.
He was on the ground when I threw the ball. He fell down.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield right? When a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready? Yellow waiting. Watch QB drop.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was the free safety LaMarcus Joyner that time, able to make the play. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes they don't have to.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They take a shot.
He's rattled right now.
There, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in-route accompanying it. The people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to go for it all.
Oh, my God, he dropped it again.
He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Square open again.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half.
That was a touchdown.
I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls. And you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half.
Square on that in route was wide. I mean, he had left the guy at least 8 yards behind him.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see
Holy
how
shit.
they attack them here.
Well, yeah, all his points have come from pick sixes.
Yeah.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
All his, but,
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That
and
appeared
he's
to
only
be
rushed for
case
27,
see
so
ball,
shit.
get ball. And they insert
holding
their
him
dime
under
package,
50
6
yards
DBs
so far.
here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass
50
all
yards
the
of
way.
total offense.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. They'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look toward the left side of the field more because the right side of the field has the best cover safety in the game. That's why he keeps getting the ball batted down every time you throw that way.
A lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Our star safety's back there covering the left.
Now Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there.
That is interesting. Why is Carl Joseph not showing up as a
14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
I mean, shit. Carl Joseph led the league in interceptions last season. In the league. You would think if anybody would have got an upgrade, it would have been him. Unless he was normal when he upgraded the
Coming
slot.
up at intermission. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
22 yards there, a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something
Michael
going
Thomas
really
is in the
well.
zone, baby.
Relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
He's probably tired.
Now Breeze again.
And he dropped. That was him.
A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He just said he wasn't even here.
That would have been a great catch. It was a little difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great.
He was tired. He had to catch his breath.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Breeze.
Wide open. And he drops
And
it.
that will be incomplete.
The fuck?
Those passes
I
out
can go
that
for it
far
one
wide
time, can't I?
always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance,
Not sure.
and have a chance to affect the pass.
Damn, he had triangle open on the other side, too, on that last play. That was Michael Thomas. And I mean, wide
Offense off the field. They're going
like
on
both the corner and the safety followed square instead of triangle.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is
Oh my God.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
There, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell Solar.
It can flip either way.
Just throw to the first down marker.
They're hauling it in, Nelson. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage.
Don't worry about getting the home run.
It's
not all going to come at once. Just throw to the first down marker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Honestly, that's what I'd do too. March your way down the
Shotgun
field.
now for Carr. He completes it to Nelson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they can throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise.
They're in goal line.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds
Did he
on
pass?
the clock. Yeah.
I'm surprised.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's the Raiders punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally. I would sit up.
He's got a man, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Oh, man, I'm on their 42. That's a long-ass field goal, ain't it?
Uh-huh. 42 plus 17, that's a 59-yarder. You could probably do it. Just make sure you push the right stick or the left stick down, whichever one it is that controls the angle of the kick.
The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away
almost called it off
and
the
incomplete.
reflection.
So we have reached halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep.
Good news is you get the ball right back. So.
And this return
Damn, I was one
positive as
step
he
away
gets
from getting
past
around
the
the
25 and up to the 27-yard line. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game.
Boy, if you could have stayed upright, that was 6.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Corey Liggett makes the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Bree's going to throw. He gets it to Thomas. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think
back in the zone,
he
baby.
knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to.
How did he underthrow that so fucking bad?
Off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will set up
You gotta be
shop at
fucking
their own
shitting me.
46-yard line. That is now 7.
He didn't underthrow it. He just bullet passed
between
it.
last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And
I
I
was
saw
standing
the
right
head
there.
coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And now a throw on first
waited
down
like
there,
another
but
half
it's
a second, he'd been out of
Darren
position.
Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He's got 29 yards, I've got 24 yards.
Carr. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. And he will finally be taken down before he reaches the 38.
Block in the back.
Even worse.
Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. It's a room to maneuver. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big
there you go.
Slip without the penalty.
Give him 53 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense
Holy
needs.
shit.
You just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Oh, hiccups.
They go with Murray again. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 37.
And there's a run to be happy with.
Good draw.
Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Thomas has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 14.
Well, normally on a third down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action. But when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he's
Yes!
Touchdown, Saints.
Watch that play. I got
Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year.
Oh, you lucky bitch.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions,
Woo, good thing Latavius Murray was right there. I tell you.
Somebody's knocking on my door. I'm back. It's wanting me to go for 2, but I ain't going for 2.
You don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Should have went for 2.
Looks good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball
My
game.
defense is playing good.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
I thought I missed it. I glitched on the
kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline.
Oh, come on, Anzalone. You got to intercept that.
Not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On second down, it's Jacobs.
You ain't getting
trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
He certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Watch out for you.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Run blitz.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas.
Good block.
And he slips up
Good
past
block,
the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Breeze now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara.
Man.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They run it again with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete.
Fuck, I'm dropping Cook, I swear.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion.
All the
way. Now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. To throw, it's caught. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Yeah, I'm here.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
No, it was
not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit, even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again.
Another fucking flag.
Beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Offense.
We got another block in the back or a hold?
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook.
Oh, Cook finally caught his first
yards
pass
shy
of
of the 20 at the 18.
That was a short one.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
This is the most penalized game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught, Nelson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Carr going to get this to Nelson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Oh, my God.
What do you want to call that?
Like
Unnecessary
roughness?
roughness?
Personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Carr's throw here caught by Williams.
And now I can't stop nothing.
The 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first down is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into
Complete to number 83.
No, I gave it to him.
Raiders. John Brown on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Breeze and the Saints down 21-13. A minute 51 on the clock. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Breeze to throw.
Michael Thomas's ability is double me?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
When his X Factor is on, you shouldn't throw to anybody else.
Credit the sack to Corey Legion. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And he took that hit.
She's going to be open on this wheel right here. Throw it to
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
He wasn't open, but he caught the bitch anyway. Yeah, see that? His X Factor's on. If he's single covered, he's coming down with the ball every time.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion
they
on
consider
first,
that
now
double.
second and 10.
But yeah.
Back to throw, Breeze. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
You don't have to call all your timeouts after every play. You got plenty of time.
No, I know. I'm going to save my last one.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Second and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. To the goal line, but
Damn,
it's
he pulled off of him
incomplete.
and moved
The target
back
that
right at
time,
the
Michael
last
Thomas.
second.
But now it's 3rd and goal. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
And this will be caught. Touchdown.
What should I do for a 2-point conversion?
Here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got
Goal
the touchdown
line,
they needed to cut this to 2,
Howard
but now they got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The power O.
No, not power O.
I don't have a power G.
Keep scrolling. Let me see. In that case, the split O.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
I gotta have. the leg game.
Ah, shit. Right.
Well, that certainly comes under the heading of critical mistake, doesn't it, partner?
Okay, well,
you can't have that. You
push
can't
you back
just
a
tie
few
the ball
yards.
game from the 2-yard line. Now you got to go back to the 7-yard
In
line
that case,
and take the same chance.
Now Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And he's going to fucking run it all the way back.
There he goes. He's
Really?
at the 40.
Smith and Alvin
The
Kamara
20,
can't catch him.
10, and he takes
Fuck
it
this
all
guy.
the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So the inability there to get the 2-point
game, so
conversion
even
sort
if
of
you got the
leaves the
onside
door
kick,
at
you
least
need
a little
another
bit more
touchdown.
ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff, got to be careful.
tried
They
to
had to
strip
go
it.
for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an
Little
effort.
stick of
They
main
tried their
stripper.
best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside
That's
kick.
right.
You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option.
it's fucking
And now
mac and cheese,
this
man.
game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants, so the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Oakland, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.